with that leading trio. So it's now the Mercedes, Lexus, BMW and Porsche, Bleckemol and Hawksworth, Oberlin and Long, or 33, 50, 96 and 58, who are nose to tail in the battle for GTD.
And Bleckemol and Hawksworth, Oberlin and Long are a firm of solicitors in Los Angeles, aren't they? They specialise in entertainment contract law, I believe.
The experts of it.
Oh, well, yeah, the experts in entertainment, I'll give you that. Through to complete a lap and down to the first corner. Westbrook just being closed in a little bit that lap around. Not much, a couple of tenths by Edwards in that black and M Sport coloured BMW.
So it's less than a second.
Yes, for the first time in a little while.
For the first time in the last half dozen laps.
Yeah. Conor De Filippi with a 42.7, he's hauling. And he's closing back in on that lead pair as they go through traffic. And he has to, mind, because he's got Antonio Garcia right up his tailpipes.
Yeah, that's right. And Joey Handy, he's also closed up. He'd fallen a couple of seconds back a couple of laps ago, but he's just turned his best lap in car number 66 to close on to that leading battle in GTLM. That's now stuff here, and really interesting at this stage in the game.
The rise and fall of the 3 1/4 mile circuit at VIR as the leaders are on the long back straight, which dips and rises a couple of times. Very tricky braking area into the complex at the top of the hill, the roller coaster. You can't see the part of the circuit that you're aiming for. The car is unloaded just when you want to be braking and getting the most traction from the front wheels and the retardation effect. And it's like falling off the end of the world there. You've got to have that belief that the racetrack hasn't moved since the last time around, which of course it hasn't. But you've got to have that blind faith every time you come round. Get it right, get the braking done, get the car turned in. And that's what Richard Westbrook is doing at the front of the field at the moment. He's just stretched out to a second again. About a second, a little bit more between the top 3 or 4. Now these GT Le Mans cars are very aero dependent, particularly at the front end. That means that, like some Formula cars, if you get too close to the car ahead, it's difficult to follow. You start putting too much energy into the front, in this case Michelin tyres. And then you get what the drivers talk about, aero push, understeer. You turn the wheel and the car doesn't want to turn the amount that you've put into the steering. And at that point, the car isn't working efficiently and neither is the tyre. The tyre is scrubbing forward across the track surface instead of turning laterally across the track surface. And that's bad. It's bad because you lose time. It's bad because you cause excessive wear.